This episode of Speak Now, Hold Your Peace is brought to you in part by Green Sister Botanicals, plant-based hair and body care. Visit greensister.com for your hair and body care needs.
She's good. She's good.
Every time there's a shooting, people are saying, we need more gun control.
That's just human nature.
Welcome to Speak Now, Hold Your Peace, a live broadcast with real conversations about community social issues, politics, business, health, self-care, and more. We broadcast live on the Speak Now, Hold Your Peace Facebook group and the Speak Now, Hold Your Peace YouTube channel. And now, here's your host, Say What I Feel, Dre.
Welcome to Speak Now, Hold Your Peace. I'm Say What I Feel, Dre, and today I got a special guest, as I always do, but this one seems to be a little bit extra special. Any man who can change my colors of my show to red and blue and change it to pink, and real men wear pink, he is a special guest. He's got to be a special guest. Today I got my man, Lavar Jacobs. He is the founder of the Kim Jacobs Breast Cancer Resource Center. And his story behind it is one of the reasons why I wanted to get him on the show. I think that he's definitely a person that you need to hear about. We definitely need more of him. So I want to get started, and I want to, introduce him. Lavar Jacobs.
Hey,
Meet the world, meet the listeners, and the viewers.
How you guys doing?
How you doing, brother?
How you guys doing? I'm doing well, man. Just getting through another day. It's the evening now. Finally gonna get to spend some time with the family soon.
Yeah. And it's funny, man. On Wednesdays nights, my family and I, we do do our TV watching right after the show. So yeah, Wednesdays nights is a special night for me. So we're gonna get to it so we can get to our families.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
right.
So you're the if I'm correct, you're the first Black-owned breast cancer center in Ohio. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Can you tell us?
True.
Can you tell us the name of the center and how you came about getting the center started?
Well, the center is called the Kim Jacobs Breast Cancer Resource Center. And I actually founded an organization called Not Just October in 2014. I started it because my mom passed away from breast cancer in 2009. And after she passed away, I just had to figure out a way to just really be on the front lines of this fight against breast cancer. So over the years, I've been providing services for women, helping women, just being there for them free of charge, just really trying to take a load off of their shoulders and their families. So I always had the dream of the Kim Jacobs Breast Cancer Resource Center, and it's like the planets aligned, the stars aligned, the finances were right at the time, so it was time to jump into that water, and I'm very happy that I did. It's definitely something good for the community.
Yeah, man. You're definitely doing something good. I mean, this center offers they have wigs, facials, therapy for people with breast cancer and their families. They have a pantry on site. Man, how does it feel to have all of that, man? Like, do you feel accomplished?
Part of me feels accomplished, but a huge part of me knows that I'm not done yet. The issue is I only have one. I think women in all 50 states deserve this service and deserve what I have to offer. The idea, the vision, it should be everywhere, not just in Ohio. I'm sure there are several similar places, but I just always feel like nobody can do it how we will. So I look forward to spreading this across the whole country.
Right. At any point of you starting the center, was there any times where you just like, no, I ain't gonna be able to do it, and just felt like giving up?
Well, the financial issue, it was just a lot. It was more than I envisioned it being because I am a perfectionist and I'm very strategic with the way that I move with my organization. And at a couple points things just weren't working out how I wanted them to. So I had to just buckle down, pray. Anytime I'm in a funk, I just pray myself out of it, and God always makes a way no matter what.
Right.
So it
Right.
always works
Absolutely.
out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Has the pandemic, as far as the center, its operation, has that affected your center at all?
No, we actually opened in May, so we were pretty much on our way out of the pandemic when we opened. I actually waited that long because I didn't want the pandemic to make it an issue. I actually secured the building in December, but our grand opening was in May, and it kind of seems like the pandemic is about to come back full strength. So probably just have masks on site and start giving out PPE to women and their families. That's what I look forward to doing.
Right. Right. Um, Real quick, let me ask you this. Um, in terms of breast cancer, when should women go get checked? Because
well
a lot of
um
women don't know.
well medically they say that 45 is the age when women should get checked, but I've helped the family of a woman who was 32 that passed away from breast cancer. My mom, she was 49 when she passed away. I've helped the family of a woman that was 38 that passed away. So I think if you should definitely be ahead of the game with your self tests, no matter how young you are. If you feel something, please say something. The smallest lump can be something, and the earlier you find out about it, the better your survival rate. So definitely be in touch with yourself, ladies.
Right, and then that's yeah. You pretty much answered my question about, because that was my next question. There's a lot of people in general that go on WebMD and they try to self-diagnose, and they put it off saying it's not this, it's not that, um, and they could be missing it, they could be right, but a lot of them self-diagnose. And what would you say to them? For those women who are scared to and they self-diagnose just to kind of comfort themselves.
Well, I don't know where this actual stigma came from, but definitely in the African American community, I've noticed that for some reason we think that until you're diagnosed, you won't get sick from something. So people don't go to the doctor because they think like, man, once that doctor say you got the cancer, that's when you're gonna get sick and die. You better not go to the doctor. But that is furthest from the truth. Like immediately, if you feel something, please go to the doctor. And I'm saying this to all women, all races, cultures, backgrounds. If you feel something, head to your nearest doctor, your personal doctor, and get checked out. That's the least that you can do. Early detection is key. Women have like a 90% survival rate when early detection comes into play.
And it's so funny again because you answered my next question about how important early detection is. It's very important, people. If you can knock it out early, you might, your chances of beating it are pretty high or higher.
Mm-hmm.
So early detection is important. Um, and you mentioned something just a minute ago, and I just want you to emphasize more on your point. Does it? You said when people find out, that's when they get sick, and
Mm-hmm.
in some point, in some ways, mentally, they they get sick because of the worrying, or when they find out they have something, it makes them, their body goes through a lot of changes of the worrying and stuff like that. Um so technically, sometimes you may not be, it does, like, if you're sick, it's sometimes you may feel different just because in your mind you think you're going to die or something like that. How important is
Mm-hmm.
for people with breast cancer to know that it's not a life sentence? It doesn't mean that you're going to die.
Oh, definitely. It's very important that women realize that. And that's actually one of the reasons, one thing that I offer through Not Just October and the Breast Cancer Resource Center. Let's say you find out that you have breast cancer, you've been diagnosed. If you reach out to me, I'll immediately put you in contact with a woman who has survived. So that just builds up their spirits, lets them know that, it's not guaranteed death because you were diagnosed with this. And, that's part of the reason that I'm here, just to build your spirits, to make you happy. When I find out somebody's diagnosed, the first thing that I do, I send them flowers and let them know that we're in this together. We're gonna beat this together.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean, and that's a good thing, man. I mean, that's and it's amazing that's things like that, just the little small things that can make a difference in someone's life and how they approach what they're dealing with. You know, sometimes you gotta um, give them, not so much give them things, but just it's the small things that that'll cheer them up or make them have a brighter outlook on their circumstances. So I think that's a great thing that you're doing, and I just continue to do it, man. I mean, you're doing great things. Um,
Thank you, thank you.
yeah, well
Oh, real quick,
deserved. Hmm.
it's not just breast cancer. Like the smallest thing helps anybody. Just a compliment, because I love
Yeah,
when people. I work out a lot. I love when people like, man, you looking good. That makes me want to go to the gym right then.
right, right. Yeah, definitely motivation, man. Definitely. You somebody come by, that's the person that said I look good, and you start pumping more. You know what I'm saying? You see him coming. Yeah, yeah. uh,
Yeah.
so yo, man, I know you have your own center, man. How are you involved in any fundraising? Is the center involved in any fundraising?
Well, most of the fundraising that we do are for not just October in the center, because there's a lot of overhead that goes in this. But at the end of the day, man, I'm willing to do anything that I have to do to make sure that things continue. I work a full-time job also along with running my organization and my center, and I spend a lot of money from my full-time job just to make sure this goes through. More than my wife probably would like to spend, but I have to I have to do anything that I can to make sure that these women get what they need and this mission gets out there.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. What is does your center have any special events or any special strategies to get women to get checked for breast cancer, for lumps and things of that nature?
Well, I started an initiative. It's called Self Test Save Lives. Basically, I made some shirts and hats and everything that says that slogan on it. And right now, I'm trying to push where Sundays women do their self test. So every Sunday, put out directions for how women can do it, what they need to do, what setting they do it in, just to put it out there, man. Because a lot of people don't do it, and a lot of people don't understand that breast cancer is an issue until they actually have it or a family member has it. I've met so many people over the last 7 years that they knew about me, but it wasn't really a thing until one of their family members was diagnosed, or even them. I met a woman at a charity basketball game. We had a conversation. We just talked, and then like 2 years later, she contacted me and told me that she was diagnosed. So it's just important that women stay up on their health, man. It's very important.
Right, right. And how important we sometimes will go to a doctor, and they'll tell us something, um, and most of the time, the doctors, they're pretty knowledgeable of what's going on with the body and stuff. But it's okay to get a second opinion, if you choose to. How important is it to ask questions at the doctor, like things like, what can I do to live longer, or what can I do to reduce the cancer, or what can I do? Like, how important is it to ask questions?
Man, asking questions is like top tier importance. And do your own research. Like a doctor can tell you what's going on and they can diagnose you, but everyone has a different view of how they think they should take care of themselves. Some people might not want chemotherapy and radiation. Some people might just want to change their diet. They might have seen something online. There's so many different holistic ways to get through it. Everybody just has to do what fits their lifestyle best. So when you do go to the doctor, ask every question you have. Like that's one thing. There's no dumb questions, especially when your life is at stake.
Right, right. Um, Based on your experience, what are what are what are the main challenges with women with breast cancer, like financially or even mentally?
Um, One thing that's very important that we do is make them feel beautiful. Like women who are battling, they're really going through the toughest fight of their lives. So they may lose their hair, their skin tone may change. They might have rashes from radiation. They just might not feel beautiful. So that's when the wigs come in, get a woman's makeup done, send her out on a night on the town, make sure she gets a massage so she can feel good. Like doing everything to make sure that their mental is straight. And then in the household, financially, bills may fall behind because they can't work. When you go to chemo and radiation, it takes a lot out of you. You probably have to sleep for the rest of the day after you have that treatment. So you really can't go to work unless you have to. So we try and help as much as we can. That's
Hmm.
what Not Just October is about. I'm trying to cover every single base. Like
Right.
I find out new things by talking to more women that I offer different services, and I'm willing to provide anything a woman may need. Like if I have the funds to do so, a woman's eyes were bothering her. She got a prescription for some glasses. The prescription was like $200 more than she could afford at the time, so we paid for her glasses. Like that's just anything we can do to make things easier and make you feel better. That's what we'll do.
Right, right. And I was going to ask you, what does the term "not just October" mean? Because a lot of people are probably looking at it and saying "not just October," and some will get it, meaning that it's just not October that we have breast cancer awareness. But there are some who
Mm-hmm.
probably are questioning, what do you mean by not just October? You know.
Well, the best way that I can put it is so in October, there's breast cancer walks and things like that all across the country. Everybody's wearing pink, everybody's gung ho for breast cancer all month. But at the end of the month, everybody puts away their pink clothes and goes about their business. But women are still battling after October. Like, what is this right now? This is August. I guarantee thousands, probably millions of women had chemotherapy today. My mother died in February. It's an all year thing. It's greater than October. I just want to put it out there that 365 days a year is greater than 31. We're going to do this all year. It's not just October.
Yeah, definitely. And it's funny because I there's somewhere on here I put that here. Let me see. One of these right here, right under you. It says 365 greater. So that's what that means, So everybody knows, that it's just not one day. It's just not one day. We got to be aware of this every day, and get people aware of it. I even requested that, my family, all the women in my family watch tonight.
Mm,
Just so you get some information.
powerful.
Yeah, because they could spread this information too, and maybe they can help somebody, a friend. So I'm hoping that they're watching also. So I think this is going to help a lot of people tonight. I really do. So, um, in terms of starting your center, do you
Hmm.
think your actions of opening a center will lead others to do the same thing or something similar?
Well, I think that what I do is motivation and inspiration for anybody that has some type of issue that they want to change, especially in Akron. I kind of feel as though I've made it cool, to be down for a cause. We all battle different things within our family. Some people may have sickle cell, some people may have different kinds of cancer, and a lot of people had ideas that they weren't ready to take action on. But I think I showed that they can do it. I'm just a regular person. I go to work every day, but this is my passion. This is, what really wakes me up every day. My job is cool. I drive the bus. I drive the city bus. I take care of a lot of people on the bus, but this is why I'm here. This is my purpose. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I just like to put that out there. I want to inspire and motivate. We can all change the world together in our own ways.
Yeah, definitely, man. I'm gonna get back onto the subject, but I just gotta ask this question because I don't want to forget. Tell me about the pink car, man. I seen the
Oh,
car, man. I seen it, man. I like it. Tell me about that pink car. How'd you get it?
man.
What was the idea behind it?
Well, I consider myself a marketing genius. Nah, I'm just kidding. But um, it's just marketing, and it's good marketing. When people see that car driving down the street, they definitely wonder immediately, what is this? What is this about? That's why I did it. I had the idea early. Like, you got to understand, every idea that's coming to life with my organization right now, I've had several of them when I first started. This was 7 years ago. I just didn't have the funds or the means to do it.
Mhm.
So I've had to grow baby steps. I got that car. My wife actually helped me get that car, and it took me about 6 months to actually get it wrapped. Because that was expensive also.
Mhm.
But the importance and the powerfulness of the car, it trumps any sacrifice that I had to make to get the car. Women have told me that based upon seeing that car in traffic, that led to them to go get a mammogram.
Mhm.
That's powerful right there. We're saving lives. I actually took the car on my first road trip this summer. We went to Myrtle Beach. So
Okay. Okay.
that's an 11-hour drive from where I'm at. But the whole time on the highway, everybody's it's breaking necks. Everybody's looking and wondering what it is. Pull up to the rest stop. People come over and want to converse about it. When we got, I remember I went to the grocery store while I was in Myrtle Beach. This woman walked over. She was a breast cancer survivor, and she lived in Ohio.
Mm.
Just
Wow.
great, powerful conversations that just come from the car. It's a conversation piece, and that's what I'm trying to do: change lives, and that helps a lot.
Wow. That's deep, man. And I'm just imagining like that long drive, the amount of cars you passed, or the amount of cars that passed you. Every time a
Mm-hmm.
car passed, and if they're turning their heads, that's thousands of thoughts about breast cancer awareness. That's deep.
Yeah.
And that's something else, man. I mean, that's a brilliant. You are a marketing genius. That's a brilliant way to do it,
Oh,
man.
thanks, man.
Just get the car wrapped and take a long trip, man. Take a long
Hey,
trip. You ever thought
that's the
about?
first one.
Yeah, yeah. I was about to say, you ever thought about just taking road trips for that specific purpose of spreading the word and making people aware all over the country?
Well, I have an idea. It hasn't come to fruition yet. It's called the car is a Chevy Spark. Um, so I want to do something called the Spark Up Awareness Tour, where I drive the car from Ohio to California, and along the way stop at different places. Have small events, stop at hospitals, visit people all across the whole country. But I want to allot a whole month to do that, and like I said, I still got my full-time job, so I haven't been able to do that yet. But most of my ideas come to fruition, so be on the lookout for that. I
Okay,
might have to come
okay.
through New Jersey.
Man, come to Jersey, come to Virginia. I'm all over the place, man. You definitely gotta
Okay.
let me know when you do that, man. Cause we set something up, man. Cause I would love to be a part of that. Love to be a part of that,
Okay.
man.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah, thank you.
Actually, we were supposed to drive the car to New York probably about 2 weeks ago, but we ended
Mm-hmm.
up switching up plans. It was my son's birthday, so we are just gonna go on a weekend trip to New York, and now that's the car we're taking on all road trips. Like, so
Yeah,
my
yeah.
family already knows that
That's
was a
what's up.
tight drive to Myrtle Beach. It's me, my wife. We have a 1.5-year old. Well, he's actually about to be two in like 2 weeks, but
Uh,
so we got a 2-year-old, and I have my 13-year-old. So it was
wow.
tight.
It was a
Like, the
tight.
Chevy is real small, but we did
Wow.
it and we made it.
Right, right. Wow, that's what's up, man. Um, so I know we mentioned that you do these things all year round. But I would
Hmm.
really like to know on a typical month of October, what type of things do you do that's special other than the things that you do every day?
Well, during October, our collaboration rates are a lot higher. A lot of people want to collaborate during October, since that is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I probably have more events. I have some events planned during October. I haven't really dropped the flyers or anything yet. We're waiting until September 1st to kick off all the promo for October. But I have an open house plan with a sorority around here. It's a lot. October is my month. I call it the Super Bowl. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I'm 100% deep. So there's a walk around here. It's the American Cancer Society walk. They have it every year. So All 7 years of Not Just October, we went to the walk. And what I like to do, back to marketing, the first year we went to the walk, we had about 8 people. It was just me, a few of my friends. The last time we did the walk, we probably had about 60. And another thing that I like to do is, instead of wearing pink to the walk, I like to wear a different color because, it's a breast cancer walk. Everybody has on black, pink, white.
Right.
So the one year we wore bright green hoodies with my logo on them. So
Wow.
everybody's wondering, what is why are you
Right.
guys wearing, so just more conversation. We're sparking up conversations. Everybody's wondering what Not Just October. My friend told me she wore her hoodie to a doctor's appointment, and all the doctors there were like, "We saw that at the walk," just trying
Yeah.
to trying to stand out. That's what we
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. Wow. That's what's up, man. You have plans on opening any more centers, like way in the future?
Well, Ariel that you spoke to, she lives in North Carolina. That's my
Mhm.
publicist, my communications director, my right hand. She checks me like it's like her, my wife, and the office manager at the center. Those are the 3 people that check me all the time. But so she lives in North Carolina, and I got visions of that. I don't know if she's ready yet, but I definitely have visions of North
she
Carolina being
she's definitely on point, man, with the communication. I can tell you that.
next.
She's on point, man. She got back with me very quickly. Very nice. She come across very nice through the email. I mean, she was definitely on it. So big shout out to Ariel. Appreciate you helping me
Yeah,
get him on.
she's amazing, man. That's
Yeah,
my
yeah,
gatekeeper.
yeah, yeah. Yep. I'm telling you, she was thorough, man. She was good, So
That's awesome.
I once watched a video, because I told you when I came across your video was that I was typing in like October October and awareness and some of the key words and stuff like that, and
Hmm.
you came up. One of the videos I watched was you were giving someone um I think I'm not sure if it was a check or not, but you were giving someone, I think it was monetary, um
Hmm.
and yeah, because I think you would paid her rent and
Okay.
something
Yep.
else, and I was like, "Yo, this is so powerful, man!" Like I felt like moving to Ohio and joining your team, man. Like because
Let's go.
it's the
No.
type of stuff I love. Like I love to see, like to give money just to see people happy, and just to pick them up. It's something small like that. That maybe small to some people, maybe big, but to them it's a big thing. It's just like
Right.
because it's tough, man, not knowing where your rent's coming from. And you gave her that money. The husband was appreciative. Her husband, she was, and it was just a great thing. And she responded well. What other type of responses do you get when you do that type of stuff?
I ask people all the time, when's the last time you made somebody cry tears of joy?
Hmm.
Like, I've made so many people cry tears of joy, and I love doing it. Just touching somebody's heart that deep that they just start crying. That same woman that you saw me give that check to for her rent, I actually partnered with a travel agent, and we sent her to on a cruise to the Bahamas. Her
Mm.
and her husband, and it was
Wow.
a fully paid cruise. Their flights were paid for, and I also gave them a gift card for money for like the cruise ship and when
Right.
they got
Right.
to the Bahamas. So like they were so happy with that. The travel agent actually helped out a lot. She pretty much did everything. She just told me all I had to do was make sure that they got sent to the airport in the pink car. So
Right. Right.
just being able to partner on something like that, just making people happy, man. I love making people happy. And it's not even
Yeah.
just through Not Just October. Like I'm just a cheerful, joyous person
Right.
overall, like everywhere at work,
Right.
with my family. I just like making people smile. And
Right.
so I'm in the right line of work now.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. It ain't even a job. No, when you love it that much, it's not even a job anymore. So,
Right, right.
um, you opened up this center. Some people will say, "Oh, I would love to do that, but I'm no doctor. I don't have a medical degree." Can you explain to them that how they don't need a medical degree to open up this center?
All you need is passion. If you have that passion, you'll make it happen. I'm definitely not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, but there will be doctors and nurses on site at the center for when people have questions and like things like that. My wife is a nurse, so I just use my resources. My wife can spend some time in there, just help women with simple questions, nothing invasive or anything. There's resources all around you, and that passion, it speaks for itself. And once you put it out there, the right people will come to you and everything will work out. So definitely go for it if that's what anybody wants to do.
Right. And we got a comment here. It says from Ruth Ann Mayo Lewis. God bless you, Lavar, for all that you're doing. Wow.
Oh, thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you, Ruth Ann. Thank you so much for tuning in too. I appreciate you. That's my sister. I'm
Oh,
glad
okay.
I'm
Okay.
glad she's tuning in. Thank you, Ruth Ann. I appreciate it and I love you very much. So it's good to, know that other people appreciate what you do, brother. Um,
Hey, I appreciate you guys.
yeah, yeah. LeVar, what was your steps for staffing the center?
I have one office manager. She's um I'll say a middle-aged woman. Her name's Maxine. She doesn't play no games. But she's great. She gives me a good price for her hourly wage and everything. But other than that, it's all volunteer based.
Right,
So I have a
right,
good support system in the community.
right. And as far as funding, do you get funding, like yearly funding, annual funding?
I've gotten some grants in the past. I get a lot of donations from just people that I know, people in the community. Once they find out what I'm doing, people all over the country have taken well to the organization. I don't know
Yeah.
if you looked it up, but I was on the Steve Harvey show in 2019,
Mm-hmm.
and that led a lot of people around the whole United States to find out about what I had going on. So that helped a lot, and just God is good, and it always works out.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because I know you got some funding from what is it? Is it Kenmore Community Alliance?
They
That
actually haven't done anything with funding,
uh
but
huh.
what they do is they just help with the logistics of things. They help me find my location, connected me with the landlords of the location, and they're just always a helpful hand in what I'm trying to do. So shout out to them for sure.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
right now, actually, we're celebrating my 7-year anniversary of Not Just October.
Oh
Um,
wow.
it it was founded on August 15th, 2014. So this whole week we're doing a fundraiser, trying to raise $7,000 in 7 days. So
Mm-hmm.
that's all over my page. If you
Wow.
know anybody that wants
Yeah.
to get in with that.
If you after the show, if you can give me a link or something, I'm gonna put it on my website, and everybody can go there if they would like to donate. That'll be
Hmm.
great. So we definitely like that. That'll be something good. Um,
Everything's appreciated.
yeah, definitely. Every penny counts. So if you think $5 ain't gonna help, just imagine getting $5 from a million people. You see what I'm saying?
I I got I got I have like 4,000 Facebook friends. So I just think like, okay, if everybody donated $2, I go well over my goal.
Yeah, yeah. A few more questions. Tell me about the partnerships. How great are the partnerships that you formed from when you started?
Well, I met so many people through the internet. The internet is very powerful. At first, I was just on Instagram. I met some great people on Instagram, but I really feel like things went to another level once I got on Facebook. Facebook is a very interesting site if you using it for the wrong purposes. But me, it's fully positive, and that's how I do most of my business networking. Facebook is very powerful. So I've created several partnerships just through people that I met on there. Because a lot of people have a big heart, they just don't know where to help at or how to help. So once you connect with someone, it's we hit the ground running.
Yeah, yeah. This is my last question, man. I know your mom is looking down on you now, very proud of what you're doing. what would Miss Jacobs say to you if you could speak with her?
Oh, she'd be real happy. She'd probably tell me, Lavar, don't let nobody stop you. Keep going. Um, I used to be a party promoter. That's one thing that I did. This is probably like 2007 to well, actually probably like 2006 to 2010. But my mom, when she was in a nursing home, I used to always take her my flyers from parties and stuff, and she used to like go around the nursing home showing everybody. So she was always very, very proud of me. So I know she's up in heaven right now. Like, look at my baby, y'all. Look what he did. Look what he on right now. He speak now or hold your peace. She's listening right now. You know what I mean? So,
Wow.
I know she's happy for me, man. My mom was like my protector. She was my guidance. I could do no wrong in my mom's eyes. Like, I literally no wrong. Like situations where I was very wrong, I was still right in her eyes. So, definitely much love to my mom. That's why I'm even
Yeah.
doing what I'm doing.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes. Yes. God
I tell,
bless.
last thing, I tell people all the time, I hate the fact that my mom had to pass away for me to find my purpose in life. But before, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. But now I
Hmm.
know exactly what I want to do. So
Wow.
she's sacrificed herself, one woman, so that hopefully her son can save millions. So
Wow.
that's where I'm at
Wow.
with it.
And you're on your way to it, man. Like you're doing some great things, man. Brother, I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming on the show, but most of all, I appreciate all the things that you're doing for everybody, man. Everybody in Ohio, everybody all over the world who's watching this show, or everybody all over the world who knows what you do, man. I salute you, brother, and thank you for coming on the
Hey,
show.
I
Um,
gotta hold on. I gotta snap a pic of us together. There I go.
yes,
Hold on.
please do, man.
There we go.
Yeah, we taking pictures on. That's what we do.
Oh yeah. I'm
Yeah,
a,
yeah,
I'm gonna
man.
shout you out on my Facebook as soon as I get off of here. Will they be
Thank
able
you.
to go back and watch it?
Absolutely, man. I got more
Okay.
reruns than good times on BET, brother.
Hey,
So just tell us how can we contact you, brother? If somebody wanted to contact you or get in touch with you.
330-760-9956. But other than that, at Not Just October on Instagram, at Kim Jacobs Breast Center on Instagram, Lavar D Jacobs on Instagram, www.notjustoctober.org, or just put up the bat symbol
Okay. All
and I'll
right.
be there.
All right. So brother, we gonna go out. Stay on when we go off, and then we
Okay.
can talk. We got one more comment from Ruth Ann. God showed you your purpose. Wow, amen. God's blessing upon you. Wow. Thank you, Ruth Ann. I'm
Thank you
sure.
so much.
Yeah, definitely. So that's it for us, everybody. We are going to go out, and like I said, the information will be on the website tomorrow morning. So make sure you check it out, and you can see the replay on Facebook, the Speak Now, Hold Your Peace like page, my personal page, and you can also see the show and past shows on the Speak Now, Hold Your Peace YouTube channel, and on the website too. So you got access to see all the information that was given in the show. Show a friend, let a friend watch it, send a link to a friend, and let's help some people
Oh yeah.
who have breast cancer. Let's do it together, all right? So that's going to be it. Appreciate you. Lavar, stay on. Love all of y'all. We out. Keep it real.
All right.
Thank you for watching the Speak Now Hold Your Peace live broadcast. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and join us on the Speak Now Hold Your Peace Facebook group.